A new Tampa Bay Business Journal hits newsstands today, and editor Alexis Muellner is here to talk about some of the big stories that you'll find inside. Good morning, Alexis.
Good morning to you, Dia.
It's good to see you. Happy Friday
almost
to you.
Weekend.
Yes, exactly. Long holiday weekend. We're going to begin this morning with the long-awaited Ibis Walk project. It looks like it's starting to take shape finally.
Well, 7 years ago, Ibis Walk, which is in the Caroline area of Pinellas County, was envisioned as a $21 million mixed-use project. It's been one of the victims of this sort of awful economy, recovering economy, and now they're actually starting to break ground on the retail component. About $4 million worth of work, followed potentially by apartments. This was developed by Grady Pridgeon, who's had, at the height of the positive times, lots of projects in the work. He's not talking to us about this project yet, but there's activity in the site. And for a decimated commercial real estate industry, contractors, laborers, jobs, this is a really good sign. These kinds of small improvements are news.
Yeah, you got to be encouraged by the progress.
Absolutely.
And moving forward.
Right, I think that's what folks are looking for, is just some clearing skies and Ibis Walk beginning to fly.
Fantastic.
I know, it's a good sign.
Okay, now you have a really cool story. Apparently some Tampa Bay businesses are starting to benefit from reality TV.
We noticed there's a bunch of businesses locally that were appearing on reality TV shows. Folks like Jonathan Booz is the owner of Work and Stiffs, which creates Sarasota accessories, clothing accessories. Got on ABC's Shark Tank, and Nick Peterson was on The Bachelorette. I know they, through relationships, leverage this process of getting themselves on national exposure. There's a lot of time commitments for them, so there's a bit of a trade-off. But we wondered sort of what is the expense and what is the return, and mostly it's sort of branding. It's getting your name out there. We talked to the folks at Rapscallions in Land O'Lakes who have the Davy Jones Challenge, where they need, rubber gloves to handle these really hot wings, and they got themselves on the Travel Channel, and that's increased business for them by 30%. And so, it's hard to get yourself on these shows, but when you do, it's a real positive thing for business.
Cha-ching.
Absolutely.
All right, and finally, you asked some local executives how the latest high-tech gadgets are changing their lives, and you actually got some mixed results on this.
We did, actually. I mean, you think about the smartphones, the iPhones, really are life-changing in terms of organization, productivity. But what they said is they're too connected. There's almost a sense that, all this productivity software makes them efficient, but they're still as behind as ever. Most of the businesses talk about sort of customer management software and using that to manage vendor relationships and sales relationships and that kind of thing. But video conferencing, smartphones, very big on the gadgetry, and they really have been life-changing.
Yeah, Bill Logan did a story a little while ago about a company that refuses to go high-tech. They're still doing everything old school and say they will not change to save their lives.
I don't know that I could go low-tech, because it's just, we're sort of tied to they're become appendages of our bodies. But there's a little bit of mixed results, because being so productive means, you have more to do.
All right, interesting. Very cool stories.
Always.
Thank you, Alexis.
Thank you, Dia.
And for more Business Journal headlines, go to abcactionnews.com/business.